everyone. Today we are having a small debate on afforestation and deforestation. Afforestation means planting trees.
Deforestation means cutting down of trees for our own needs. But the benefits of afforestation is we will get more oxygen from by doing afforestation.
But we also require trees for the whole world which is present. But we are not cutting down trees. We may not get all the things that are required.
Yes, I agree with you, but afforestation also is very important for survival. But there are also some unemployed people from 191 billions to 235.23 billions. The biggest annual was increased in that period.
Well, I do agree with you. Some people are unemployed, but they do have other jobs too. While you're saying other job, agriculture is also part of it. So we can cut few trees and do agriculture. Well, you do need agriculture, but cutting down trees is still wrong.
The benefits of deforestation is we can live a luxurious life. But now it is very luxurious life. In future, it's very painful life.
Well, yes, what you have said is correct. Deforestation is wrong, but we have to get a nice life for what we are living right now.
Well, you say nice life, but it's not going to be a nice life long if you continue deforestation. In deforestation, if we cut trees, soil erosion will be affected, right? But farming helps deforestation so much. So when we cut trees and farm, it's a plus point for us. And it is also gives us oxygen as it is also green plants.
Yes, I agree with you. You need to cut down trees, but not much, only little bit for human uses. There are also some harmful plants in the forest. We can cut down the trees. We can cut down the harmful plants in the forest.
If you cut down some trees, also others will be affected because the various components in the forest are interdependent with one another.
So you told is right. But if we cut those plants, the animals will also die and they will not come for cities. Yes, it is also correct, and afforestation is very, very good, and it helps that animals will not come into the city.
Whatever you have told is correct, but what is the purpose of growing trees like timber, teak without cutting them down?
Yes, you need to cut them, but not more, because forest is a home for animals. If you cut down, there are no home for animals.
As a point of yours, you're correct. We should not cut trees. But so much part of our land is forest. So what about 1/4 of it? It's a small amount and could create a great help.
The small amount of forest also contains so much of oxygen for human life. But we need some part of the forest. At least we need some part of the forest because there are so many unemployed people was there
In that some place also so many animals. If there is no more time, animals will come to the villages which are nearby forest and it harm for the people.
And in that places, we can cut trees and we can build factories for our luxurious life.
If we build factories for the rest of our life, the forest won't be a forest anymore.
So if there are industries, there are many uses for us. It gives us houses which we all are living in. As there are many people in this world, including all countries. So all these people must survive. So we also have to cut trees.
Yes, okay, your point is good, but if you build factories, the waste and smoke comes from factories, goes into air and damage ozone layer. To cover that, we should plant trees because the plants do photosynthesis and convert that as oxygen.
As a matter of fact, you're caring about plants that are dying in the forest, right? But due to unemployment, always find a way. You should never give up. And afforestation is a great way.
But we need some part of the forest. At least we need some 25% of the forest for building factories and industries.
If you cut some part, also there is more oxygen there. It also affects the people and it also reduces the population.
In the place of cutting a forest, we can even build a farm also. What is the use of cutting a forest? Not cutting a forest. There is a use. The forest consumes a lot of oxygen, which by using oxygen, we are surviving. Without oxygen, we can't survive or we can't live.
But you could guys also create farms which then we could take the forest and you could use the farms. So then both deforestation and afforestation will also take place.
If there are more farms, okay, it's helpful for us. But if there are more trees also, it is more helpful for our life and our future generations.
Now I have a question for you. As you can see, our city has developed so much and it is due to deforestation. But do you see any difference?
Well, afforestation can cause a difference because it's greenery and it's healthy for our life rather than pollution.
You're saying is right, but what we should do for unemployed people?
Yeah, for unemployed people, there are another jobs. If there is no jobs, what the unemployment people should do?
Well, as you said, they can become a farmer too.
But a farmer job requires a lot of education. But what if there are people who are uneducated?
With their own mind and skills, they can create their own business and stand on their own feet for once.
As you said, let's take the farmer job. We have given a suggestion that will cut a part of forest and grow farms, but you disagree to it. So how can farmers be a thing when you say it affects the forest?
Well, I did disagree, but now you can cut like 10% of the forest, but if you cut too much of the forest, the surroundings will be affected because you cut too much of the trees. It's a forest, right? So basically everything is affected when you cut like some part of it. So when you cut down something, it affects the other trees. So basically,
I agree with your point. You're saying is right, but if we cut the land, we can plant farmers can plant the farming and use agriculture and it gives also oxygen, everything.
Yes, as you told, it is also correct. But the farmers, yeah, it is also correct. I am suggesting it. Can you tell what is the use of not building a factory? By not building a factory, yeah, there are many uses. The which are living in the sea are not affected by forest, and carbon dioxide will also not increase, and oxygen will increase more percent. Because of factories, we can live a luxurious life.
but like rivers, seas are affected because of this, and the rivers and seas will dry.
Thank you.
We also agree with all your points. Thank you for clearing up our mind and all our doubts.
Well, it's our honor. Thank you.